everybody. Our next guest is a college football national champion who's about to take the next step in his football journey in just a few weeks with the NFL draft right around the corner. Let's say good morning football to Clemson linebacker Dorian O'Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We like this guy already, of course. We love him. Looks good, speaks well. Let's talk about, now listen, you're looked at as one of the most athletic linebackers in the draft. You put up the best three cone and shuttle times among your position. Your coach, Dabo Swinney, said he has defensive back speed and linebacker mentality. How would you define your game on the field?
I think Coach Swinney did a good job kind of describing my type of game. I do like to think I have a lot of speed, and I do have the mentality of a linebacker. I covered slots all last season, so anytime I had the opportunity to cover tight end or running back, that was slight work. So,
slight work?
I'm just confident in my ability and just knowing my strengths and my weaknesses. I think that ultimately led to how I played on the field.
I look around the league right now, and you've got guys like Levante David and Telvin Smith, these guys that aren't 260 pounds playing linebacker. Who do you model your game after, and are you a linebacker or are you a defensive back?
I'm definitely a linebacker. I'm just go ahead and say that now. Some teams ask if I play safety. It's not that I can't play it, but me personally, I think I'm a linebacker. But as far as modeling my game after, I like watching guys like Telvin Smith, Deion Jones, Juan Alexander.
Monster.
Yeah, they give me hope because so often smaller linebackers get lost in translation about the way the game's going.
Yeah.
But the traditional 250 linebacker is out the door. And the way the league's going with the whole spread offense, you need guys to cover the Gronkowskis and the Travis Kelce's and those fast tight ends. And me being undersized linebacker, as they would say, I think I bring that to the table.
Deion Jones is scary, man. Scary.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, we all are. Listen, you did so much in college. You were in the college football playoff 3 times. You won a national championship. You're the defensive MVP of your team. So you get to the next level, the coaches sit you down. What are your goals? You've done so much already. What is your goal for your first year in the NFL?
Make an impact wherever it may be. Special teams, sub packages, potentially starting. Just come in and contribute however way I can. I know there are going to be a lot of different places that I can't play. So just being able to put myself in a position to help the team, that's my first goal.
Last year during this draft process, we got to know Benny Boulware pretty well. He went on our show like once a week, a character of sorts, of course, and he went through this process. Have you reached out to him? Have you hit him up and gotten some advice on how to handle what's going on right now?
Absolutely. Ben's my dog. We roomed together my freshman year, actually. So we have a lot of memories, and just having a guy like that that's been through the process and to be in my ear, consistently about what to expect, what not to expect, how to go about things.
So what's he telling you? What's his advice?
Just
hit you with the blue ivy.
I know, I got the blue ivy.
Just taking it all as it goes, enjoying the process and just taking it day by day. He's doing well though. Things didn't work out for him as he had planned, on the football side, but I'm going to give a little glimpse. He's actually opening up a gym. It actually opened up today. It's called the Junkyard. It's called the Junkyard Dog.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a good marketing technique,
Let's promote that. The Junkyard. Where is it at?
It's in Anderson, South Carolina.
Okay.
He's not going to admit this, but I helped him come up with the name a little bit.
Okay, the Junkyard. I like that.
So he actually came up with this new technology. It's weird because Ben's not a real technical guy, at least I thought. And the basis of it is you work out to beat each song that plays, and it's all hip hop, all house music. So that's interesting. So look out for that. It opens up today.
That's sweet. Now speaking of Boulware, I think we have a tweet from him, and we kind of want you to break this down since you know him. It says, "Mood when they ask you what I've been doing. Stay tuned." So I think you're alluding to.
Oh, you just blew up his spot a little bit.
This works out perfectly because whenever he posted this on Instagram. He posted on Instagram, so I hit him, I'm like, yo, there's no sound to the clip you just posted. He's like, yeah, that's the point, you got to keep people on their toes. But I'm talking about, I'm like, all right, okay, that works. But now that alludes to what he was getting to. He wanted people to be on their toes because the public didn't know about what he was doing, and everyone was kind of like, what's Ben doing now?
Right.
So, I think that alluding, and realizing the way it is now worked out.
Shout out to the Junkyard and Junkyard Dog. All right, Dorian, you played against Lamar Jackson for the last 2 seasons when he was exclusively the starter at Louisville. Beat him both times. Now, there's a lot to be said about this young man. Some people say he can make immediate impact and be one of the greats at the quarterback position. Others say, you know what, he's so fast, so athletic, why not play wide receiver? What do you think about this young QB?
I think people need to believe the hype about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. Lamar Jackson is a quarterback. He is not a receiver. Although we did beat them twice, that doesn't mean he didn't get off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
When he pulls down the ball to run, he is a threat, and you shall break down. He will make you miss.
Yeah.
But I mean, hats off to Lamar Jackson. He's a great quarterback. Whatever team gets him, they're going to be fortunate. And I mean, I'm a fan.
Can he throw the rock?
He can throw the rock. He can throw the rock and he can run.
It's not like you just went up there and said, we got to stop him from running.
No, not at all. Because, I mean, he made throws during our game. So it's not a matter of him not being able to do it. It's people not wanting to accept the fact that he can't throw it.
Would you put him in a conversation with Deshaun Watson, your former teammate? Is he in that caliber of quarterback?
His potential? Potential to be in that
But
caliber.
you knew Deshaun was this guy.
Yeah, Deshaun's a goat. And when it's all, honestly, when it's all said and done, I think Deshaun will be in the conversation with Tom Brady's and Peyton Manning's. Yeah, I mean, what's understood don't got to be explained.
Right. So when he's falling in the draft last year, you making a huge mistake.
I mean,
crazy.
Everyone that played with Deshaun and knows him, no one was surprised about what he was going to do once he got to the league.
Yeah.
Once he got to the league, it's like, oh, he's throwing all these touchdowns, et cetera, et cetera. And everyone that played with him at Clemson and knows what kind of player he is, we're just like, yeah, we knew.
Well, Dabo said he was going to be like Michael Jordan, right?
And people were like, oh,
You're crazy, Dabo.
How you going to say that? Yeah. I mean, he went out and did it.
He's go. He should have that as his Twitter handle. You know why? Because speaking of Twitter handles, we love him here. It's not just enough to do good social media. You got to have the good handle. Tyreek Hill is at Cheetah. All right, with Sony Michelle at FlyGuy2Stacks. You, my friend, are Dougie D Does Damage. That is your Instagram handle. Why?
A little alliteration. Like you said, I think social media, you have to be creative. I think my Twitter one was better, but Twitter actually made me change it. It was WD Triple OD. And, movies like, what's up, OG, Triple OG?
Right, yeah, Triple OG.
Exactly. So,
why'd they make you change it?
Because it was too hard to find me. I guess, and I'm going through the verification process.
I got you.
So they just changed it to Dorian. That's a little basic, but I mean, people will be able to find me.
At Dorian?
At Dorian.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, right?
That's gangster right there. That's like the original.
Less is more, right?
Less is more. Facts.
But I mean, it's okay.
I love it. GMs watch this show. 32 of them watch this show. We just got back from the league meetings where everyone's like, we love your show and we watch it every day. If a GM is watching right now and he's watching you on this show, why should he add Dorian to his roster?
I think GM should add Dorian O'Daniel to the roster because I am, bar none, one of the most versatile linebackers in this draft class coming out. I'm a special teams war daddy. I'm relentless. I'm physical. I'm competitive. And I'm a good guy to have in the locker room.
I'm ready to run through a wall.
I'm
Special teams war daddy.
That could be a new handle. I love that.
At Dorian.
Pass up on this young man, you're going to regret it. And I see you shining over there with the off-white strap on the Apple Watch. Okay, all right. That thing going to be iced out once you get that NFL money. Hey, Clemson linebacker Dorian O'Daniel, hey, thank you for joining us,
Thanks
man.
for having me on.
Good luck in the draft and continue to do what you do, man. Love your personality. You're going to ball out once you get in the league,
I appreciate that.
Make sure you don't forget the little people, all right?
I don't forget me.
Okay. What you mean? You're a favorite already.
Dorian, did you know that Gronkowski is in the Kentucky Derby?
Doing what?
Well, tell you guys that. The horse, that is, of course. We're going to talk about Gronkowski after this, making some comparisons to the Kentucky Derby because